First of all, I want to thank you for being here today with us, Helen. It's a pleasure.
You. Yeah, it's my pleasure.
Okay, first I'd like to start talking a bit about you. Can you introduce yourself and talk a bit about your work as quest designer?
Yes, I have been at Blizzard for almost 3 years. I've been working on the quest team for that time. The first piece of content that I helped out with was the patch 4.2 Rage of the Firelands patch with the Molten Front dailies, the outdoor questing. And then I worked on a lot of content for Mists of Pandaria. So let's see, I worked on Jade Forest. I worked on Valley of the Four Winds, Townlong Steppes, worked on quite a few of the max level areas, so daily quests, including a little bit of the Golden Lotus quests. And most notably, I worked on the Tillers / the player farm area, as well as the Order of the Cloud Serpent. And since then, I've worked on patch 5.1, the Operation Shield Wall and Domination Offensive storyline, as well as did some work on patch 5.2 and 5.3, although I didn't play as large of a role in those two.
Thank you. Let's talk a bit about the new map, okay?
The new map?
Yeah, Timeless Isle, okay?
Okay, sure.
Timeless Isle is an amazing new place with a lot of new events, rewards, bosses, and currency. It's such a fun and unique place within WoW. How did you come up with this great idea, and can we expect more like this in the future?
Yes, so we definitely wanted to give players some exciting outdoor content in patch 5.4 along with the raid. And so the idea came for this island off the coast of Jade Forest, and we wanted to do different kind of content there than the daily quests that we did with the launch of 5.0, and especially with a look towards more exploration type content, more discoverable content. So that is the way that we built Timeless Isle. We have a ton of interesting creatures to fight, which grow in difficulty the further you progress through the island. We have the currency that you can use to purchase rewards, and we have just tons of rewards, items, tokens, things that drop around the island as you go around, explore, and kill different creatures. We also have this new event system where there are just kind of fun little things that happen around the island. Like there are, ghost pirates who are battling against, their enemies. This is an event that will appear from time to time. And if you see it and you participate in this event, you will actually have opportunity to get some, extra loot from participating there. We have hidden treasure chests. We have, and the treasure chests, oftentimes, involve some kind of puzzle, like you have to figure out how to jump across the terrain to access this treasure. And just, lots of kind of dynamic events and rare mobs that just reward you for participating in this kind of content.
Do you think players like this free system?
We've heard some pretty good feedback so far. Obviously, we want to see how players react to the content in 5.4, and we think this is a positive direction overall. We really like it internally, and it's definitely something that we're considering doing more of in the future.
You talked about the massive quest at the release of Mists of Pandaria, and now with the point 5.3 and 5.4, there's almost no daily quest. What did you change your mind?
Well, we definitely heard the feedback from the community after 5.0 launched, and I do want to say that I think we did a great job in terms of the types of content and the variety of content that we offered to players at the launch of 5.0. I do think that every single daily hub was unique and different and had tons of flavor and character. And so I actually think that we succeeded in giving players tons of variety. There were other things that didn't work out quite as well. I mean, I think that what we heard from players was that they were a bit overwhelmed by the number of dailies. So that was something that we probably could have, that's something that we have heard and want to take into consideration going forward. And based on some of that feedback, we have moved away from doing more just like quantity of daily quests and tried to incorporate them more into entire systems or entire experiences. Like the patch 5.2 Isle of Thunder, we really try to make that into an interesting like server progression where, your entire community can unlock the different phases of the island, and you kind of go through this interesting storyline of, accessing the inner courtyard, the inner palace of the Thunder King. And so it's basically a shift in philosophy towards how can we make ongoing max level content that is engaging and interesting in different ways than we did at 5.0.
And do you think this free system can be used for leveling in a new expansion instead of massive questing? Or no?
Possibly. I mean, definitely this philosophy is something that we're carrying forward as we work on future projects. So yeah, definitely it's something that we have very much in mind.
On Timeless Isle, there's a new item allowing you to PvP against players of your own faction.
Yes.
Could this be a test to have more PvP quests worldwide? Dailies, maybe?
Maybe. I actually am not that involved in I wasn't very involved in the design of that particular aspect of the Timeless Isle, the PvP, the sensor item that allows you to PvP players of your own faction. I think as a general philosophy, though, we definitely want to encourage players to engage with each other in the outdoor world, and PvP is one of the ways that we like players to do that.
We can also find a lot of buying on account items, like gear and vanity items. That makes it easier to catch up, and the map is more alter friendly. Is this something we will see in the future, or is this only because of the end of the expansion?
I'm sorry, which items are you talking about?
All the items you have been on account with low level, the epic ones.
I think that those bind on account items are definitely, I mean, they're lower eye level than, like if a player has been up to date. Yeah, like if you're playing, the latest tier of content, those eye levels are probably, not going to be upgrades for you, and they're really meant, and because they're bind on account, they're really meant to be, sent to alts and, help encourage you to play other classes. And actually, I love that aspect. It really, really motivates me personally to go and play some of my other characters, and help catch them up so that, maybe I can do the latest tier of LFR, pretty quickly. So yeah, I think, I really like it. It's really cool.
Timeless Isle brings us back Bronze Dragonfly too. Why now?
I don't know if I can answer that, actually. There's a reason. There's a reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good question. And there's a reason for it.
Okay, no problem then. You could use some scenarios to talk about the past or the future of Timeless Isle. But we only have a new one not related with the map. Why is that? Why we don't see more scenarios?
I don't completely know the answer to that. I would guess that it's simply because we only have a certain amount of resources, certain amount of time to create content. We spent a lot of time making the raid awesome and incredible, and so we just probably didn't have the time to work on more.
Okay. With the new expansion getting to an end, what do you think about the return of the world boss overall?
The return of the world boss.
Yeah. What do you think about them? All of them.
All of them? Oh.
Yeah. What do you think about the introduction of the world bosses again?
Oh, I love world bosses. I think that it gives players really interesting group content in the outdoor world. It's really exciting. It always is cool to, get your friends or guilds or guild together to go fight an outdoor world boss, or to even, look for a group in, the zone channel, or in one of the big cities, finding a pug to go take down one of these world bosses. It feels super epic. And I think we have done a good job. There are 5 of them on Timeless Isle.
Yeah.
You can actually take on any of the 4 Celestials, and then there's also Ordos, who is the Yongle boss at the very end.
Uh-huh.
So really, really cool. I think, outdoor bosses are awesome, and we should do more of them wherever we can.
With the new feature of virtual realms coming soon, trademark, do you think it will change the way you design quests or not?
Oh, the connected realms?
Oh yeah, well, yeah, you changed the name. Yeah. Yeah, this one.
We haven't, that doesn't really change our philosophy when it comes to designing our quests. I think the connected realms was meant to really help the lower population servers and kind of merge them so that they, your population is kind of consistent with the majority of the other realms for WoW. So the experience that we're still striving to design will kind of be the same as before.
Uh-huh. So the difficult will not change because there will be more people, something like that? No. Or we will see.
Yeah, well, because we already have pretty high population servers, and we have a big spectrum, right? We have the high population servers all the way down to the low population servers, and so we kind of design with all of those in mind. So we're already designing with the higher, with higher populations in mind, and so for the connected realms, because their purpose is to really merge the lower population servers, it doesn't kind of change our philosophy.
Okay, another one. You talked before about the farm. Okay.
Yes.
In Mists of Pandaria, we were introduced to games within the games, which is the farm minigame.
Yes.
Something like we've seen before. On 5.4, to be able to get the new card kits, we'll join a scenario to deliver food. Can we expect more of these kind of games in the future? Because looks like a small feature, but it's a lot of fun.
Yes, the farm, we really liked the farm. We absolutely are considering more content like that in the future. I can't elaborate.
Okay. No problem.
Yeah, but we really liked how the farm played out, and so just kind of taking lessons from that. We're keeping that in mind for future content.
It's really a lot of fun. We already know there will be a new transition patch before the expansion. Maybe we will not be called 5.5, but we will see something new on the legendary quest or not? Or this is the 5.4 is the last one?
I believe there is another patch scheduled between 5.4 and the next expansion. I mean, but there hasn't really been any just like announcement yet in terms of the size of the patch or when it will happen. So there's not very much information about it right now.
And why you decide to have cloaks as legendary?
I think again, this is kind of an area that I'm not too involved with the design of the items, but we definitely wanted it to be something that all players could benefit from and something that they could show off. So the cloak just seemed like a natural fit for it.
And in your opinion, what's the best of patch 5.4 that no one should miss?
That no one should miss.
Yeah.
Well, I think most players will, try the raid out. So I'm definitely going to say Timeless Isle. I think that Timeless Isle is going to offer really exciting new kind of content for players, with a lot of juicy rewards. So players should definitely check it out.
Just a question, but I don't think you will ask, but
Okay.
I need to ask anyway.
Okay, sure.
Someone told me. The $1 million question.
Okay.
It's incredible because no one is talking about this, but when will we know the identity of the new war chef?
Oh, the new war chief.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. You might find out very soon.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, check out patch 5.4.
For me, if you want to say something else, don't know.
I don't think nothing else. Just, I think patch 5.4 is awesome. It's our best patch to date. We keep, outdoing ourselves, and it's going to be really exciting. I can't wait to storm the gates of Orgrimmar and take down Garrosh.
On 27? Or will be some delay?
I don't actually know the date of the patch release. I'm not sure if that's been announced.
Again, thank you very much for being here today with us.
Awesome. Thank you so much.